Done?
And we're live. Okay.
Hello.
Hi everyone. It's Jennifer Seven and Surinder, and we are going to do our annual Thanksgiving holiday cooking demo. We're really excited to do this. We do it every year, but what we really want you to be able to do is have some awesome recipes that you can enjoy on Thanksgiving that are low carb, low fat, phase one friendly, delicious, easy, and doesn't take away from your meal plan, or if you're on the protocol. If you aren't on the protocol, it's still a very healthy way to eat and very delicious. And Surinder's going to be sharing with you everything that she's made. We want you to thrive on holiday. On Thanksgiving, we don't want it to be a 5-pound weekend, 5-pound gain on the weekend. So we can do this, and I'm going to turn it over to Surinder, and then I'm going to come back around and do some close-ups so you'll get to see exactly what she's done. And we did send out the recipes in the November newsletter, but I will get them posted on Facebook so you can try them out. So please like and comment as you are watching.
Okay, thank you, Jennifer. Hi, everybody. All of you know me, from doing the cooking demo for a long time. Okay, so today, like Jennifer said, we're getting you ready for Thanksgiving. So this is all phase one friendly, delicious. Use just, spices, whatever you like. But today, I, like Jennifer said, she's put the recipes on, where did you put it, Jennifer?
They came out in the November newsletter, but I'll post them on Facebook after this.
Okay. Lemon herb turkey, and then mashed rutabaga, and then stuffing, and then I've got gravy for you, and then I've got potato rolls as well. So that's a big meal. And lastly, I have, if you just bear with me a second, I've got pumpkin pie tarts.
Fantastic.
Okay.
So we have some dessert.
Yeah, so let's get started. Actually, turkey is nearly finished. So I had to cook some of the stuff early because of the time. So I'll go through the whole thing with you. Okay, so let me just get the, right.
Okay, and
Right.
be amazed at how good the kitchen smells.
Okay, so here I boiled the rutabaga. So this is about 2 cups of what I did was I peeled the rutabaga and boiled it for about 15 minutes until it's soft with a little bit of salt. So 2 things, you can either have it as it is, just put a little bit of spices on it on the other side, or you can mash it up. So let's go ahead and mash it up because that was on the recipe. So it's just like potatoes, yeah, so just you can mash them up. And because the salt is already there, so I'm gonna just put a little bit of pepper, black pepper.
So you put the salt in when you were boiling it?
Yeah. So while I'm doing this, I wanna tell you something else you can do with the rutabaga. Just boil it plain, just, peel it, dice it, and mash it, but no salt. Once you've mashed it, you can add your sweetener, and you can add your cinnamon powder, and it's delicious.
And that's all in the recipe? Or is this
No,
an addition?
This is something else. I'm just giving you an idea.
Okay.
But the recipe is with the salt and this. And
okay, so you said cinnamon, and what was the other thing you
and
said?
Sweetener.
A little, like stevia or something?
You
Is that
can
what
use
you mean?
any that is allowed, stevia, truvia, yeah.
Okay.
You can
And if you're joining us here, please say hello. We'd love you to chat or us and say you're here, or like what we're doing. We always love comments.
Okay, so nearly done.
So rutabaga, which is approved on phase 1 of the Ideal Protein Protocol.
Yes, yeah. So this is your mashed rutabaga. You can add other spices if you want to add, your little bit of other seasonings. But I think if it's salty, just the salt and pepper is enough.
Okay. And since we know we can't have potatoes on phase 1,
yeah,
this is a really good,
yeah.
you won't even think you're missing it.
And a lot of you must have tried rutabaga chips as well. They're quite nice. Okay, so this is done.
Okay.
Right, so what I'm gonna do next is the stuffing. So for the stuffing, just 1 teaspoon of oil.
Now, are you using olive or grape?
I'm using olive oil.
Okay.
Yeah, light olive oil. Okay, so just spread it out. Always try to use a non-stick pan because you use less oil and it doesn't stick. It cooks really well. So what I've done is I've just spread the oil around the pan. So once that heats up, so here I have about 3/4 cup of riced cauliflower,
Okay.
and I have 1/4 cup of red pepper, and 1 cup of about a little bit more than half is mushrooms and celery. They're all like finely chopped up. So cauliflower rice, I just grated.
So you just grated it? Is that how you made it?
Yeah, I grated it myself. So if you see, the reason why I'm telling you is there's 2 cups.
Okay.
1/4 cup of red pepper, 3/4 cup of cauliflower rice, and 1 cup of celery and mushrooms. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just add everything and just saute them until they're soft.
And we want you to try to be as compliant as you can on Thanksgiving, but at least if you are eating more than you would normally eat, if you cook like this, then you won't be seriously overindulging. And
Yeah.
and then just remember, if you do a strict phase one day, the next day, then you'll be in good shape. Just don't let one day become 4 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that we know how Thanksgiving could be a slippery
Yeah.
slope. Oh, this looks really pretty.
Really it depends on if you like them really soft, if you like them crunchy, what seasonings you want to add to it. So I have zesty lemon seasoning. I thought that would be good in the stuffing.
Oh, that's especially good because it's lemon or
Yeah.
turkey.
So it's chicken seasoning. So I am going to try that.
Okay.
So I think it does have salt in it, so you don't need to add any more salt. So I'm just gonna just use about a teaspoon.
Okay.
Yeah. So or you can add the salt and pepper if you want to. So just
Okay, so that's 2 cups.
this is 2 cups.
So if you're feeding your whole family, you could double it
you can double it,
or
whatever.
even more.
Yeah. But remember to split the cups. If it's double, then half of it that's gonna be your. It's smelling. It's nice smell. It's so we've been cooking it for about 2-3 minutes.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. So as soon as you put the salt in it, it starts softening.
Oh, the salt's what helps it soften.
Yeah.
Huh? While you're doing that, I'm gonna just come over here and show you the Ideal Protein boxes of what we were using tonight. So if you're familiar with Ideal Protein, these are all really high quality protein foods, but you don't have to eat them just as they are in the box. You can use them to make all kinds of amazing foods, which is what we're doing tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Yeah.
Surinder will be sharing that with you as we go along. So we've got maple oatmeal, vanilla pudding, French onion soup, and Ideal Protein mashed potatoes. So that's another option too. You could use the Ideal Protein mashed potatoes if you didn't want to do.
Yeah. So, I'm going to leave it a little crunchy. So if you look at it, so it's just done half the way. You can even cook it more. So if you see, it was cooked in 5 minutes.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
quick. So most of it's your prep
Yeah.
work actually.
You can, if you like your garlic in it, you can put garlic, before you put your vegetables, your ginger. If you want it hot, you can put a little bit of hot sauce in it. Okay, so I'm going to turn the the fire off. Before I take the turkey out, let me make a little bit of room here, because we don't need any of this.
And for you guys that are joining us that aren't familiar with Ideal Protein, it is a weight loss protocol. It is low fat, low carb. It is nutritionally ketogenic and works fantastic. It is a metabolic makeover. Gosh, women typically lose about 2 pounds of fat per week, men 3 to 5. And the foods are quite delicious. We give you lots of awesome coaching, and you can really, really transform your body fairly quickly on this program. And they're good, lots of good foods.
Okay, so for gravy, I'm going to use the French onion soup in 4 ounces of water and mix it up and then heat it in the microwave. You can use mushroom soup, is pretty good for gravy. Right?
The Ideal Protein mushroom soup.
That is really good.
That'd be a little creamier if you went with that one.
Yeah, that's right. So I'm just gonna mix this up.
So is the water cold?
The water is cold. Yeah.
Okay.
It's cold, and then I'm gonna warm it up in. And remember, don't ever bring Ideal Protein drinks, soups, or anything to boiling point. So just about the heat that you need.
Because so what happens if you boil?
If you boil it, it explodes, right?
Yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah, it will just go everywhere. And plus, it's little lumps are formed in the soup or drinks.
It kind of congeals.
Yeah.
So keep in mind, if you are feeding, 2 or 4 people, you can double this and get more gravy out of it.
Yeah. Again, they say, I think on the recipe it says you can add seasonings in this soup. You can add any seasonings that you like, your garlic, your your ginger powder, or any other seasonings.
Okay, so that is just to show you guys that this is the French onion soup mix, and it's quite tasty. Very flavorful.
So it's all mixed up. So what I'm gonna do is, to start with, I'm gonna heat it up for just 30 seconds.
Okay, so you're just gonna go ahead and do that right in the micro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like Surinder was saying, just don't overdo that.
No. You'll have a lot of mess to clean up.
Yeah.
If you okay, so we don't need this. We don't need this. It helps if I turn it on. Okay, so we've got the rutabaga mash, we've got the stuffing, and we've got the soup heating up. And let's go ahead and talk about the turkey.
Okay.
Okay, so this turkey, on the recipe it says whole turkey, but I did not use the whole turkey. But you can follow the steps, and you can use the whole turkey. But I've used a turkey breast, and I weighed it before I cooked. It was 12 ounces.
Okay. And this is lemon herb turkey breast. So how long did you have to bake that turkey breast for, Surinder?
Turkey breast, I baked it for about 30 minutes.
Oh, that's really nice.
Okay, so like I said, 12 ounces the breast. So remember, if you want to make it, so these are your two portions.
Okay,
right?
so just cut it in half.
And cut it into half. So what I used is I used the lemon zest, a teaspoon of lemon zest, a teaspoon of rosemary and thyme, and I used the lemon juice, right? And if you use lemon juice, you don't need any salt. So there is no salt added, but if you need it, but make sure there is little salt here and little salt in
Did
rutabaga
you just
as well.
sprinkle it on it, or how did you?
No, I mixed it up
Okay.
with the
Oh,
little
mixed
bit
it
of
up first.
yeah, mixed it up and I just rubbed it on the
Okay.
breast. And if you look at it, it smells good. So let me just.
So again, if you're feeding a family, you could do a big turkey breast, or if you want to do the full turkey,
The full
you
turkey.
could
Yeah.
season the whole turkey.
Yeah. The only thing with the full turkey is it's got skin on it.
Right.
So,
right, which
yeah.
we don't really want you to eat.
Yeah, that's right. So I would suggest just either remove the skin
Or do a turkey breast.
or do a turkey breast. Yeah. Okay, so let's get Jennifer to try it.
Woohoo! Okay, I'm gonna take this. Favorite part of the cooking demo.
It is really juicy. It's amazing. Look how juicy it is.
It looks beautiful.
So,
Can you use a fork?
yeah, let me put the vegetables. Let me put the
Oh,
vegetables
sure.
first.
Okay, I
Then
just
you
want to
can-
show you so far how we're
Yeah.
plating this up, but we'll get the stuffing on here. A little gravy, a little stuffing. Didn't know I was going to get a pre-Thanksgiving dinner.
Okay, yeah, now it's thickened up.
So it got a little thicker. So what did you
Yeah.
use 30 seconds and 30 seconds?
No, I did the 30 and 20.
30 and 20.
Yeah,
Okay.
so this is just about right.
Looks good.
Okay, right, let's get started. So, that's your rutabaga.
Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna just show you guys this a little bit of a close up while she. You know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna move these. Look at the rutabaga. That looks just like mashed potatoes, honestly.
Okay, so
Comes the
that's
stuffing.
stuffing on the side. One more thing before you take a full picture.
Okay.
Okay, so this is your stuffing, your chicken and your rutabaga, and also I made potato rolls, and I followed the recipe exactly the way it says. And this is,
Wait,
if you look at it, good sized potato rolls.
Look at that.
This is from one packet.
One packet
Yeah.
of mashed potato mix.
Ideal protein
Ideal
mashed
protein
potatoes.
mashed. Look at that. So, you can't have bread on phase 1 of the protocol, but that sure looks like bread.
Yeah, it is nice because they do have potato breads in the grocery stores. So there you are. That's your.
So when I come over and sample that, Surinder, will you tell them how you made that potato bread?
Yeah, sure. Let me get the recipe out. There you go.
Just.
Yeah. Those are not just lumps. I think they're pieces of onions because it's the French onion
Okay,
soup.
I'm gonna
Okay,
bring this
so
up and show you guys how pretty this looks. Look at that. Ooh, you can see the gravy, you can see the stuffing.
and it smells
Okay.
nice. So fluffy potato rolls. Exactly the way it says. 1 packet of ideal protein potato puree, 2 egg whites, half a teaspoon of baking powder, 1/8 teaspoon of baking soda, and spray oil to spray the muffin sheet. So what I did was, it says turn the oven, preheat the oven on 400 degrees.
Sorry, so good.
So egg whites, beat the 2 egg whites until foamy, not stiff, not when it gets really stiff, but until foamy. So add the 1 packet of potato puree. Again, you can double it up. You can make, with 2 packets, so double all the ingredients. So add baking powder, potato puree, baking soda, mix well, and the batter should be medium thick. So believe me, you don't need any water. So spray the cupcake pan. See how soft it is?
I want you guys to see this close up. I mean, this is like bread. Look at that. Moist, yummy. all it needs is a big slab of butter on it. Not really.
So spray the cupcake pan with olive oil and just spoon the batter in the cupcake pan. It says use large eggs, so batter, oh god, it's gone smaller. Use the large eggs so the batter make good size rolls. So spray on the top of the roll and bake for 7 minutes.
Okay, so if there's one piece of advice to making those, what would it be? Like just to make sure that they turn out so nice, and is there any special?
I mean, I just follow to the T.
Okay.
Just follow to the T.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I did. I mean, normally, if I had a little bit of this, I would say so. But this one, I followed 100%.
Okay. And it turned out perfectly.
It turned, yeah. So, I mean, it's really...
Nice.
It's really spongy inside.
Mm-hmm.
How is the turkey,
It's
Jennifer?
delicious. Okay, I'll take another bite. Because we have a big treat to show you next. So good.
Okay, right. So
It's so tender.
and
juicy.
it's a beautiful plate.
Mm-hmm.
It's got everything on it. Mashed rutabaga, turkey.
You guys come on over.
Yeah. So the last one, you must have seen it on the November newsletter. It's the pumpkin pie tarts.
Yep.
Again, it says 1 packet of crispy cereal, idle protein crispy cereal crushed, 1 packet of maple oatmeal, 1 teaspoon of olive oil, 1 egg white and 1 whole egg. That is for the crust.
Okay.
And then the filling is 1 packet of idle protein vanilla pudding, 1 egg, and 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice.
Vanilla pudding. And that pumpkin pie spice you can use in all kinds of things. Here's our maple oatmeal.
Yeah.
What was the maple oatmeal for? Was that for the crust?
That's for the crust. Maple oatmeal and the crispy cereal was for
Okay.
the crust. So so mix all the crust ingredients together and press into silicone muffin liner. Okay, so what I did was I just left it for about 10 minutes and I mixed all the crust ingredients. I just left it so the dough got even harder,
Okay.
So that
It
was
firmed up? Is
firmed
that
up.
what it
It
did?
was easy for me to, stick it to the muffin tray. So then bake for 10 minutes until they start browning, and then you make the inside, the
custard,
filling. So 4 ounces of cold water into a shaker, add vanilla pudding, idle protein vanilla mix packet, and shake well and let it stand for 2 minutes. Add remaining filling ingredients, that would be the egg and the pumpkin pie spice. So mix the whole thing up and just pour into the baked shells and turn to the oven until it stops jiggling, right? And brown on the top. So for about 15 minutes, and then your dessert is ready. And like they always say, here's one I made earlier on.
Yes, here's the big reveal.
Big reveal. Okay, so I'll let Jennifer try. They're still warm.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's show those
So
really well.
this is the tarts to a packet. That would be.
Okay, and I'm gonna come and grab one if they're not too hot so I can show you guys a real, oh my gosh, they are beautiful. I mean, look at this. This is, where am I? Whoops, it's gotten really, okay, there we go. Look at that crust and look at that filling. Oh my gosh, and it's warm to the touch. So, wow, okay.
And my kitchen smells of pumpkin
Do I
spice.
just, wait, let me back up a little bit so I can.
So always count your proteins. If you double it up, make sure you half the portion all the time.
Do I just bite it?
Yeah. I hope it's not too hot, so be careful.
It's really good. Yeah, this, you can see, maybe you can see the moistness.
Moisten. And it's crunchy. It's all.
So again, any special trick with this? Because, I know sometimes things get
Well,
too...
the tricky bit for me was to make the crust. That was a tricky bit. So
Yeah.
so what you do is just keep dipping your fingers with the water, you simply cannot do it with the spoon.
Okay.
So I couldn't. So I kept on dipping it. So then I just had to round it up.
Okay.
It takes a little time.
Okay.
Maybe if I do it next time, it will be easier. But that was a little tricky.
So you put them in the muffin pan first, and
Muffin
then you
pan.
put the filling in after you had got the crust made.
Yeah, you make the crust first,
Okay.
and then take it out, and then you make the filling.
Okay. They're beautiful.
So yeah, don't they look nice? You can even
Beautiful.
put make a little bit of ideal protein jello.
Oh, it's a little bit of topping.
Just a little bit of red topping. Yeah.
If you have Walden Farms products, there's a Walden Farms marshmallow cream that you can dab on top, or there's a caramel syrup, or a little chocolate syrup you could drizzle if you were to make them real fancy.
Yeah.
But wow, look at this. So what a beautiful Thanksgiving spread. We've got, just to recap, lemon herb turkey, stuffing with riced cauliflower and some vegetables.
Yeah. You can use any peppers. I used red pepper, bell pepper, celery, and mushrooms.
And it makes it colorful and pretty.
Yeah.
The rutabaga mashed potatoes, which look just like mashed potatoes. This incredible little roll, and then yum, the pumpkin tart.
There you are. You got a full meal and you got a dessert. Yeah.
And what else do you need? It's delicious, it's filling, and it's right on plan, and you can stay on track during these holidays. So we are so glad that you guys showed up and joined us for this cooking demo. I will post the recipes on Facebook later, and I also encourage you, if you make these, please share some pictures on our Facebook page. Yeah. We want to see what you were able to do, especially if you did anything different, modify these at all. We'd love to see the pictures. So.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, happy Thanksgiving. Stay on the protocol. You got a lot of food, there for phase 1 dieters. So happy Thanksgiving. Yep.
Stay strong.
Yep.
Enjoy the holiday. And thank you guys so much. Bye, everybody.
Bye.